Andy Costello, commercial real estate broker. I'm here with Jeffrey Cannon, owner of Master Thinker. And so tell us a little bit about what you do here, Jeffrey.
Sure. Thank you for doing this too. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. So Master Thinkers is a weekend and after school center. And the idea behind it is creating solutions for parents to give educational opportunities that are heavily movement based and sometimes customizable to whatever they might need.
That's really fascinating. There's obviously a big need for that because parents are only so busy and schools can only do so much. How did you come up with the idea to start the business of Master Thinkers?
Yeah, well, it came because of the parents. So I've had a lot of parents over the years. I was a teacher for 13 plus years now. And over that time, I always heard about things that parents wanted that they struggled to find. So they might want to do classes on the weekends or outside of those normal school hours, but they don't want their children to be sitting and writing and doing the same type of things they might be doing at school. So as a creative person, I tried to come up with ideas for classes and private lessons that could still give that academic value of science, math, writing, whatever it might be, but also do it in a way that's similar to a martial arts class or a dance class where they can move and have more physical, auditory, visual experiences while also learning about different topics.
Yeah, that's cool. You were telling me before we started the video about the ideas of how you're teaching your kids here, and I think I would have loved some of your programming, especially for math. Singing along and learning some numbers. So obviously getting a business up and running is tough work. What's been one of the biggest challenges that you faced since opening or getting some traction?
For me, it's been introducing myself to my new community of Vancouver, Washington. I had taught in the Portland, Beaverton, Bethany areas where I'm mostly known, and that is where I started my business. And then in 2019, right before the pandemic, I moved to Vancouver with the idea of opening the center, and then that was delayed for obvious reasons. But now that things have calmed down, I just want to introduce myself. In Beaverton, Bethany, when I started this, I was already known as a teacher, so people knew who I was, and there was so much trust built. Whereas in Vancouver, I now have to introduce myself to a whole new group of people.
Right.
And the nice thing is when people have come in and I say, I could be the silly science professor, or we can do escape room level math where we're pirates solving a problem. I think that trust can be built. And I think that's been my biggest challenge, is introducing who I am to a community that's never heard of me before.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this video will do a little bit more, get your name out there. But as we were talking and touring the facility, you're having some success, and you have, before you moved to Vancouver. What do you attribute that success to?
Two things. I think the one is movement-based learning, and the other is listening to parents and finding solutions to their problems. So for movement-based learning, I think that that is something that is not seen very often. There are lots of options for support in math or support in writing or support in music or any of those types of things, but it isn't necessarily going to give that physical energy or to have that movement component. And I think for our group classes, that movement component really is important to a lot of parents. And then the other side of what we do here with private lessons, we try to build what our curriculum for each child will be with the parents directly, because all parents, all children are different, and whatever needs they have are different. And we want to make sure that we're building something that will help problem solve for what they want to do. We just had a preschool event here, which was just a free preschool meetup, and we had 30 families come in.
Wow.
And that was started because a parent had mentioned that they really wish they had just a place that could host young children and their parents, just so socialization could happen for both. And it was huge. It seemed so fun for everybody who was there, and that all started because a parent had a problem they wanted to solve.
Yeah, that's so fascinating. We were talking that I don't have any children, but I find it interesting how children learn and the new ways that we're learning about how children learn. What is something that you would like Vancouver area community to know about Master Thinkers?
Yeah. I would like Vancouver to know that they're always welcome to come in, meet me, tour the center, get an idea of what they do or what we do. And then even if you think, of it, could I financially afford this, or is this really going to be for me, or would this help me with what I want to do? I really like to hear what every parent's situation is and brainstorm a way to create a solution for them. And I think that is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So
your flexibility, that you can work with what people are looking to do.
Doubt what options could possibly be available to you.
That's awesome. I'm sure parents definitely need that because every kid's different.
Yeah.
So tell everybody where you're located and maybe the best way to reach out to learn more or to schedule time to come in and chat with you.
Sure. We're located in the Fisher Landings area, 16906 Southeast 1st Street, Vancouver, Washington, 98684. And our phone number is 360-718-2825. Or one of the better ways is just to reach out to me directly through email at director@masterthinkers.org.
Perfect. And I will be sure to put the phone number and the email and your website in the show notes so that people can reach out to you.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you sharing your story with us. Thank you so much for watching this week. Take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too, and I will catch you later. Thanks again, Jeffrey.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.